Days of Our Lives Daily Recap, September 5th. JJ Deveraux' Wasted Potential, Why He Deserves a Real Storyline. In today's Days of Our Lives recap, Salem spotlighted JJ Deveraux with a surprise birthday party, but the episode reminded us just how underused this legacy character really is. From his roots as the son of Jack and Jennifer to his complicated ties with Gabby, JJ's presence has faded into the background for far too long. Let's break down today's episode, explore what worked, what didn't, and why JJ desperately needs a real storyline before fans completely forget about him. When we think about Salem's younger generation, JJ Deveraux should be one of the standout figures anchoring the future of the show. He's a legacy character, he has history, he has roots, and he has the kind of complex family ties that soaps thrive on. Yet somehow, Days of Our Lives has let him slip into the background, appearing only occasionally and usually only when there's a crime scene or an interrogation that needs an extra pair of hands. Today's episode shined a spotlight, however brief, on JJ, but it left many fans wondering, why now? Why in such a random way? And more importantly, why isn't JJ already driving major storylines instead of being reduced to a birthday boy cameo? JJ's return to Salem. When JJ reappeared on our screens last year, there was a genuine sense of excitement. His comeback felt like a chance to re-establish him as a leading man, someone who could carry a love story or even anchor a front-burner family saga. The writers wasted no time pairing him with Gabby, and for a moment, it looked like a promising move. Gabby herself has always been a dynamic, polarizing character, and putting her with JJ gave both characters new momentum. But that spark fizzled far too quickly. The relationship was cut short for reasons that were never clearly explained. Instead of exploring their chemistry and building on their shared history, the show split them apart, leaving JJ stranded in no man's land. Since then, his appearances have been fleeting at best. A birthday party reminder. Fast forward to today, and we suddenly find ourselves at JJ's birthday party, a gathering so important that Jack and Jennifer made the trip back to Salem just for the occasion. Now, don't get me wrong, it's always a treat to see Jack and Jennifer. They are one of the iconic super couples of the 1980s, and their legacy runs deep. Their presence was a warm reminder of Salem's history and family ties. But here's the problem. Why did it take a random birthday party for JJ to get some screen time? Why are fans only reminded of his existence through a celebration that feels shoehorned in, rather than an organic part of an ongoing storyline? Instead of being part of the daily canvas, JJ has become a background figure, a legacy character with no legacy to carry forward. JJ the cop, who never gets to be a cop. Technically, JJ is still a cop in Salem. But can we really say that he's used in that role? Not really. Whenever there's a crime or an investigation, it's Jada or Sean who step into the spotlight. JJ is either absent or relegated to the background. Even when Salem is dealing with major criminal plots, JJ hardly gets any meaningful scenes. And that's frustrating. JJ has the perfect background for rich, complex storytelling. He's the son of Jack Deveraux, a man with a complicated past, and Jennifer Horton, a woman tied to one of Salem's most respected families. He grew up troubled, had a share of personal struggles, and overcame addiction. He's flawed, layered, and relatable, the kind of character soaps are built on. Yet, the writers have let all of that sit on a shelf collecting dust. Missed romantic potential. Let's talk romance, because soaps live and die on their couples. JJ hasn't had a substantial love story in ages, and that's a huge missed opportunity. His pairing with Gabby had potential. The spark was there, the history was there, and their differences made them interesting. But instead of nurturing that relationship, Days abandoned it. Meanwhile, Gabby has been bouncing from one messy situation to another. Her current connection with Philip is based on a lie, and after her latest betrayal, it's clear that relationship is doomed to implode. That leaves the perfect opening to revisit JJ and Gabby. Not only would it give JJ a chance to rejoin the romantic canvas, but it would also right the wrong of their abrupt breakup. Fans love a second chance story, and JJ and Gabby could deliver that in spades. Legacy matters. One of the most frustrating things about JJ's current situation is that he's not just another character. He's part of a legacy family. His parents, Jack and Jennifer, are staples of the show's history. The Horton and Deveraux names mean something in Salem. To let JJ fade into obscurity feels like a betrayal of that legacy. Legacy characters are the backbone of soaps. They tie the past to the present and create continuity for the future. When writers sideline someone like JJ, they're not just wasting a character. They're weakening the very fabric of the show. Fans invest in these characters because they carry the weight of history, and they want to see that history respected. Jack and Jennifer's visit. Of course, having Jack and Jennifer back in town for JJ's birthday was a highlight. Their presence always brings a sense of nostalgia and heart to the show. But it also underscored just how underused JJ is. If the only way to get Jack and Jennifer involved is to have them pop in for a party, then the writers are missing out on endless opportunities. Imagine if Jack and Jennifer returned to help JJ navigate a new romance, a dangerous investigation, or even a personal crisis. Suddenly, you'd have family drama, romance, and suspense, all the ingredients that make soaps irresistible. What JJ deserves. At this point, it's clear JJ deserves a real storyline. He deserves more than random parties or background cop duty. He deserves to be part of Salem's front-burner drama, whether it's through a rekindled romance with Gabby, a new love interest, or a high-stakes case that tests his loyalty and integrity. JJ could easily be woven into multiple storylines. He could clash with Sean and Jada at work, creating tension in the police department. He could find himself torn between his duty as a cop and his feelings for someone on the wrong side of the law. He could even struggle with personal demons resurfacing, creating powerful emotional arcs. The possibilities are endless, but only if the writers decide to invest in him. Today's takeaway. Today's episode wasn't really about the birthday party itself. It was about what that party represented. A reminder that JJ exists, that he's connected to one of Salem's most iconic families, and that he's being utterly wasted in the current storytelling landscape. Fans want more. JJ deserves more. And if Days wants to honor its history while building its future, the writers need to bring JJ back into the spotlight where he belongs. That's where today's daily YPP recap leaves us, with a character who should be front and center but is instead sidelined. JJ Deveraux has too much potential to be ignored, and it's time the show remembers that.